Here at Gundam Planet, we're all about practical, real robots, which is why I'm going to be building the Psycho Gundam, which is probably the exact opposite of that. I mean, it's a big Gundam, which is supposed to be a fortress, and it transforms into a fortress, which end up just being like the Gundam is like crouching over. So that's the fortress. But regardless, the Psycho Gundam is like one of the coolest things. I love the Psycho Gundam. I think he's really cool and he's really big. And I'm pretty excited to build this model kit. So let's take a look at the runners that we got. So you got his big old feet. I think, yeah, that's his big feet. And you'll notice a running trend with this model. There's a lot of big pieces, and it's really hollow and not that complicated because it's a really large high grade. So we got some leg parts and head, and again, like the legs are just these big old pieces that just kind of snap together, and then oh, there you got a leg. And yep, we got this. Looks like some of the interior parts, like just some joints and some of the things used for the transformation. We got hands and we got his fingers, so that's all cool. And then moving on, we got this stuff, which looks like more leg arm parts, and we got the little thing in his chest here that has the missile things. More interior stuff, more joints, again, just big parts that all hook together. You got these big ball joints that everything's gonna hook into when it's done. A lot of like parts that are gonna like rotate and stuff, because that's how you're gonna do the transformation. It's not a complicated transformation, but it does work like that. We got more big things, and you can see these are the parts for the shoulders and that sort of thing. Again, this runner again got a big old sheet of polycaps, because it wouldn't be an older big high grade if it didn't have a ton of polycaps. So there you go. And oh, my favorite part. So there's your torso. It's just a big old torso, 2 pieces snapped together, done. Fun times. And we got some thrusters, more parts for the shoulders. We got V-fin, always fun. And then we got some yellow parts for the shoulder, like the torso parts right there. And then we got a couple little red pieces just to add some red to them. And then, oh man, look at this. We got screws. Screws in a high grade. That's exciting. I like screws. Screws are fun. And then you got big size manual for your big size robot. That's like actually kind of like a book, almost like a master grade manual, which is pretty neat. So that's everything you get in here. This thing is good. Oh, I almost forgot about the stickers. Yeah, we got a little thing of stickers. You got his eyes, and you got some yellow, because you need that yellow. So that's everything you get in here, and it's going to be weird, and I'm stoked to build it, and I hope it's good. I mean, it looks good, so we'll see what it's like when it's done. Oh boy, I always pick the weird ones. So I built this guy, and man, he's big. He's a big man. And he's pretty much one of the biggest high grades ever made. I mean, he's not like the Dendrobian or the Neo Zeon or anything like that, but he dwarfs like every other standard 1/144th scale kit, which is cool. And he's really cool, but it is a strange build for the high grade because he has a transformation gimmick, so it doesn't really build like any other regular high grade kit. But it was cool, and it was a fun build. I'll just start off by saying immediately that if there was some kind of award for worst gate placement and worst nubs, this guy would win every award every year, because the gate placement is terrible. And on the red plastic especially, the nubs are awful, and they look terrible, and they're very hard to clean up. So doing a straight build of this one, a nice looking straight build, can be pretty difficult. But if you're painting it, then it's no problem. So that's pretty much as far as the looks go. And the sticker's not that bad. It comes with a pretty not big sticker sheet, and they just go on some of this yellow here on the arm over here. And it's not terrible, and they look fine, and they match the rest of the plastic good. So that's good. And as far as the rest of the kit, we're going to go into how it poses and all the articulation and everything. But you really kind of just, what you see is what you get with this guy. He's a big man, and he looks good enough. So let's get in a little closer and see what he's all about. Okay, so moving into the articulation, getting him up close. Pretty much, he can't really do much. So, like, you can see the legs, it's like, that's the bend out of the knee like that. So, like, it's okay. It doesn't really go that far. And you can get this arm out of the way. The skirt armor really gets in the way. You get a pretty good forward kick, but because of the way the kit is built with the transformation gimmick, this side skirt right here is actually connected. It's actually two pieces that snaps together when you put the body together. So it barely moves at all, and that's all you're gonna do with that. So like that's kind of not great, but it's kind of to be expected. Moving up to the arms, you can get pretty good movement out of them. This piece on the shoulder kind of gets in the way, but you get it all the way around. You can bend the arm up about that far because this piece is big. It stops the arm from moving, which again, kind of a shame. The hands are pretty good because you got individually articulated fingers. You can get them to go in like that. They're not fully articulated, but they can do the job, and it's kind of annoying to try to get them into like a fist looking, but if you mess around with it, you can make it happen. You get shoulder, you can go up like that. This is as far as it's gonna go. These things move a little bit, but they're mainly moved for the transformation, and the head is awful. You can spin it around, but even then it gets kind of stuck, and he doesn't really look up. Yeah, it does the job, I guess, but it's really not great. And yeah, nothing, and I mean literally nothing in the waist. He does not turn, does not crunch, does nothing because the transformation gimmick again. So yeah, basically when it comes down to the articulation on this guy, the transformation gimmick basically ruins everything, as it does with a lot of model kits that have transformation gimmicks, but he doesn't really need to do all that much. He can pretty much just make him stand there and look tough, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, articulation's kind of disappointing, but again, it's a high grade, so you kind of have to know what you're getting into, even if he is a big guy. So that's pretty much all there is to say about this guy. If you want to build something different, something a little weird, then I'd say definitely go for it, but it's not going to be the prettiest looking kit, and it's not going to be the most like intuitive build as far as high grades go. And also, if your collection is mostly master grades, obviously it's not going to scale well, so it'll look kind of weird, but if you have like a bunch of high grades and you like put him around him, it looks super cool because he's so big compared to them. And Psycho Gundam is cool. Psycho Gundam is a really cool robot, and like the transformation is kind of whatever. It's annoying to do, and it's really boring looking because he basically just folds into a box. So like that's not really too exciting. But as far as just the way he looked, though, I like it. I like Psycho Gundam, so if you like Psycho Gundam, you should probably build this model, because it's pretty much about as good as it gets. Bye.
We're gonna cut out that last part for sure, but it's a good after the credits material right there.
Who wants to play video games?
You are now listening to Mashi